Good morning, YouTube viewers of this channel. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Weather here, it's the old soldier. Y'all know who I am. But anyway, old soldier coming at you today from Robeson County, North Carolina, where it is a cool, not cold, cool, mild, rainy day. And all you other people out there getting snow. I'm jealous. I'd like to see it fall here, but I don't want to see it stick. But anyway. What to talk about today, because there are just so many things that we could put on the map. Alright. Stand by. I gotta go stick something in the mailbox for Mrs. Old Soldier. And we're back. So yeah, what to talk about today? Well, something big happened last night. What do they call that? The State of the Union. Did not stay up and watch it. I chose to go to bed and decided that I'd catch the highlights in the morning, and that's what I decided to do. Woo! What a speech. What a speech. Congratulations to newly promoted and retired Brigadier General McGee. I thought that action alone was just awesome. Not to mention his great-grandson's aspirations to join the Space Force. We joke and kid about it, but it is what it is there. But the fact that we got a young man that's aspiring to already go there, and then you look and see his inspiration, his great-grandfather, Tuskegee Airman. Thought that was awesome. Sergeant First Class coming back from deployment, bringing him to the White House to reunite with his wife and children. And then, wait for it. Hold. The end of it. Miss Spoiled Brat, Miss Baby Child, Miss whatever you want to call her, acts like a spoiled, rotten child. I didn't like what he said. Everybody was, the prediction was he wouldn't say anything about the impeachment, and he didn't. I thought he was very gracious about that, considering all the time that was wasted there on that. But to get up and rip that speech up in public. Now, there's people saying that, well, he shunned her handshake. Well, he didn't even shake the vice president's hand. I had to go back and look at that. I was listening to the Casey O'Day show, and he had mentioned, at that point in time, I thought, well, no, I think he did. And I went back and reviewed it. Sure enough, he just handed him the speech and turned around. He didn't shake either one of them's hand. Now, granted, Mike Pence didn't extend his hand, but I don't think there's any requirement for him to shake the President of the Senate's hand or the Speaker of the House's hand. Kind of given the personal attack that Nancy Pelosi has and all her ilk has put towards the President, I don't think I'd shake her hand either. Mind you, the President been rather, what's the word, rude to her. So there's no love lost between the two. But to rip that speech up at the end, and then was asked asked why she did it. She said it was the courteous thing to do. Courteous. And I had to ask myself, what in the world is she on? But I think she might have put the last nail in her party's coffin for this election in 2020. But overall, the highlights on the speech that I caught, pointing out the Venezuelan president, or what he believes to be the true president of Venezuela. I thought that was very magnanimous of him. Speaking about the money he spent on the military, rebuilding our defense posture. Thought that was awesome. So, enough on that though. Let's talk about the Iowa caucus. Woo! If there was any honesty left in the Democratic Party, I think they left it somewhere. Because watching and reading about some of the things going on at that caucus just bespells what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I don't know. The one that got me was this coin toss that they showed. This kid in a suit acting like he didn't know how to toss a coin, fuddling with it in his hands. I don't care what anybody says. Obviously, he's manipulating the coin to come out the way that somebody wants it, and almost in an intentional manner, and trying to make it look like he didn't know what he was doing. And basically trying, and those delegates went to Buttigieg. Now there's rumor that the company that they bought the app from to do this, Buttigieg gave $42,000 to last year. Don't know if that's true or not, but there's reports of it. Because now he's marginally ahead by like 27% in the Iowa caucus. At the end of the day, there's still no clear winner out of that caucus. So yeah, I really don't have a warm and fuzzy about what's going on there. Not that I care. I'm not a Democrat nor a socialist. But yeah, I got a feeling that that caucus is going to put a fair amount of foul taste in some of their party's mouths. No pun intended, but I really think it's going to make them question their whole process, because they're watching an interview with a man in Nevada talking about how they won't do that in Nevada. They just continue using traditional paper ballots, etc., so forth. But honestly, if I was even remotely an indication of how, this word I'm looking for, split, good word, divided, good word, the party is. So, time's going to tell how this whole thing's going to turn out, folks. Really will. Not 100% sure at the end of the day who, how, why, or what, but only time will tell. But it's obviously the party has some severe issues right now. And then the conduct of the Speaker of the House at the end of the State of the Union speech last night is, I think for a lot of people, may have put the final nail in the coffin as to who and what they're going to support from here on out. And of course, you know, you had those that decided to boycott the whole thing, like Miss Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, making her statement that in order to protest this vile and blah 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 person, I will not be in attendance tonight. Okay, that's you. I mean, it's that's another one that just needs to disappear. There's people in their own district that still wonder how she got elected. Not to mention what she represents. I wouldn't give her a plug nickel for the time of day. And that's the state of politics right now in the old soldier's mind. Just, you know, like I said, I didn't stay up to watch the whole speech last night. The other part that too is to see the opposition of the president not even stand during certain moments of the speech like everybody else was, when he was recognizing people other than, you know, and things other than what he had done. Could not even rise to that occasion. And again, like I said, the Speaker of the House ripping up all the copies of the speeches that was given to her, ripping them up, signed official documents from the president, and that was the courteous thing to do. I don't know. So that just proved to me that she couldn't step up to the plate and be the better person there. And she just had her little act of childishness. And I think come November, be it things are not overtly rigged, it'll show at the ballot box. I got a feeling though, like I said, watching this fiasco in Iowa take place, that may be a sign of things to come. Come November. Hope not. But there's that possibility too. That's the other thing. I mean, they can't prove that. Bad word. There is no proof of collusion. There is proof of Russian interference, but nothing to do with what the president said, did, or didn't say, or didn't do. And honestly, I think that's the other thing I'm starting to think. The whole need for all this stuff is they're trying to cover their tracks for the crap they've pulled. Because if you go back, you follow the money. You've got Biden's boy involved in this. You've got Pelosi's boy somewhat involved. You got one of the Bush's cousins involved in this thing. There's another one, let me think. That could come out. I have to go back and look at it, but there's a lot of strings that are starting to be connected right now. And I think that's the other part of why they were doing this whole rush to impeach. They're trying to cover some tracks big time. So we'll see how it goes. And there's obviously some deep staters in there that keep leaking information, you know. how else do they get a hold of transcripts or manuscripts for the former National Security Advisor's new book? And why the rush to get him to testify in the Senate when they couldn't be bothered to call him during the House investigation? And supposed that at 4 o'clock they're going to vote to acquit the President of the United States of all charges. They should have did that already, but like Mitch McConnell said, he runs the Senate, not me. So, and I guess maybe he ran it this long to give everybody equal and fair time and transparency to the whole process in the Senate. At least he had the common sense to understand that calling witnesses to the Senate trial that weren't called during the House investigation. And what it was, I think, is the House trying to set this thing up again. That's the other thing, trying to manipulate the rules to their benefit. Again, I think they're trying to cover their own tracks to their own misdeeds, that if it ever fully comes to light, we're going to have a bigger scandal on our hands than the fake one that they created. And honestly, I'd like to see Pelosi, Schiff, Schumer, Hillary, Biden all investigated. And let's see how deep the bonds go. I've got a feeling is once you get one of them to confess, they're going to start throwing each other under the bus. Kind of like some of the people from the Obama administration started doing. One, Mr. Clapper, pointing the finger back at others and vice versa. And those are areas that need to be reinvestigated. But anyway, folks, it is now Wednesday, halfway through the week. We are almost to the weekend again. Thank God, thank God, thank God. And a couple more days and we'll be through it and go from there. But other than that, hope everybody has a great and wonderful day today. Stay safe out there. For those of you where it's snowing, if you got to get out in it, don't. Those of you do, be careful by all means. Don't want to see anybody get hurt, maimed, or mutilated, or worse yet, killed. Charities I'd ask you to support as always. ThoughtsOfAnOldSoldier, Folds of Honor, Pin Up for Vets and Ballot for Veterans. They can't do it by themselves, folks. Anything you give to them would be greatly appreciated. Again, vendors I'd ask you to take a look at and support. Money Quick Pawn, Rayford Road, Fayetteville, North Carolina. And just because you don't live here doesn't mean you can't call them and say they got something. I'm pretty sure they can work something out with you on a purchase. But, or if you just happen to be visiting Fayetteville, go check them out. Robert's Custom Woodwork and Unsung Patriot, both of them have Etsy store sites. Go check out their products. Order something from them today. And likewise, you know, if you haven't got my books yet and you like my poetry, like I said, the prices have been reduced. Check them out on all the links down below on Amazon. Likewise, my Teespring site, t-shirts, sweatshirts. If you haven't got yours, get yours today. And finally, if you like what I'm doing, hit the like button, hit the share button, share it to friends who might like the channel. If you hadn't subscribed, you watch, hit the subscribe button, all that good hunky-dory stuff. And until tomorrow, God bless, take care, and we'll talk to you soon. So, soldier out.